Lavar Ball, the daddy of the ball boys, has a price for his sons. His 3 sons as a package deal. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard about this, but I gotta give you the backdrop of the story. Lavar Ball has a price for his sons. $1 billion. Right. Billion with a B. You heard me, billion with a B. The father of UCLA guard Lonzo Ball and his brothers, LiAngelo and LaMelo, high schoolers who also committed to the Bruins, said he's looking for a package shoe deal involving his 3 sons that would be worth $1 billion. Damn. I get chill bumps just saying $1 billion. $1 billion. Here's a quote from old man. He says $1 billion, it has to be there. Ball told USA Today in an article published Monday. That's our number. $1 billion straight out of the gate. And you don't even have to give it all to me up front. You can give me just like $100 million a year. This nigga off the chain. He off the chain. Yeah, you don't even have to give it to me all at one time. You can give me $100 million a year for the right for my sons to wear your basketball sneakers. Give us $100 million a year. Lavar said last month that if Lonzo didn't sign with Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour when he left college for the NBA, he would sign with his Big Baller brand. See, this dude here, man. Hold on, let me finish with the story. Lavar filed for the trademark for the phrase last year and was granted the trademark last week for use on athletic apparel. He's still waiting for the trademark to the actual logo, which features 3 B's for the Suns and the motto, built for this. Now listen, we give out Baller Awards on Monday, Baller and Buster Awards on Monday, and today is a Tuesday. I understand that. Man, I'm giving a big-ass Baller Award to Daddy Ball. I am, man. And the reason why, man, is because, and I know a lot of people are critical of this guy, saying that he's doing too much, but one thing you have to remember, you can't penalize these boys because of something that their daddy's saying. Their daddy is saying this. Please don't get it twisted and think that these boys are braggadocious like this, or, that they're jerks because a lot of people are calling, Daddy Ball a jerk. I mean, that's their daddy. Are they going to tell their daddy to be quiet? Are they going to tell their daddy, what to do? You can't do that as a kid. That's your daddy. Your daddy probably is the one that's been there to help train you and get you to the point where you are at this stage in your life. Your daddy's probably the one that put you in a position where you're one of the best basketball players coming out of college basketball this year, where they're talking about being a top 2-3 pick in the draft. Okay? So you can't be mad at the kids. Remember that. And talking about this, you can't be mad at the kids. Now, is the daddy kind of eccentric? That's a word that they use a lot of time for people that they like. Yes, the daddy is eccentric. He is. The daddy's kind of eccentric. You know what the daddy reminds me of? And I'm sure you may have heard this comparison before. He reminds me of Richard Williams. Like Richard Williams, Venus and Serena's daddy, had this same type of rhetoric going before Venus and Serena really, really hit the scene and started destroying people in tennis for the last, 20 years. Same type of rhetoric. He had the utmost confidence in his children. And the same thing it sounds like with this guy right here. And guess what? We're talking about it. I mean, this is marketing. I don't know this guy's background, man, but what he's doing is he's creating conversation about his sons. He's creating some type of curiosity. It's branding. It's marketing. And I, for one, man, I applaud this guy. I like it. I like it. Yeah. It would be hard to sell the 3 sons as a package deal, since the earliest a shoe brand could commit would be March of 2020, in order to preserve the youngest son's eligibility. So the youngest kid got 2 more years left in high school. So what they're saying is basically if you wanted to do a package deal and you wanted to get this young kid involved in the deal as well, you got to wait till 2020. Lonzo is expected to be a top 3 pick once again in June's NBA draft. LiAngelo will play for UCLA next season, and LaMelo has 2 more years of high school once again. I'm telling you, man, this ain't a bad thing. All right, keep this in perspective, all right? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It is believed that LeBron James' most recent contract with Nike, a lifetime deal signed in December 2015, will be worth about $1 billion. So this isn't out of the range of thought. Nike also pays Michael Jordan more than $100 million annual in guarantees and royalties for the Jordan brand. And then after that, Kevin Durant, who Nike agreed to pay roughly about $30 million a year for 10 years in 2014. Now, yes, it's a stretch to try to sell your sons to a shoe company that they're worth $1 billion when they haven't played a minute in the NBA. I get that. We've seen a lot of kids come straight out of high school into the NBA and not be successful. We've seen a lot of kids that were picked in the top 10 in the NBA draft get to the NBA and it's not successful. They can't get their own shot. They're not quick enough. They're not fast enough. They don't have good enough jump shots or something like that. We've seen that. But this kid right now got the juice. Okay? These kids right now and their daddy got the juice. They do. Everybody in sports is talking about these kids, talking about their outrageous, rambunctious daddy and all of the crazy things that he said. The daddy said something about that back in his day he would beat Michael Jordan in a game of 1-on-1. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. The daddy would beat Michael Jordan in a game of basketball back in the day when he was a young guy. I don't get that at all. But hey, if he likes it, I absolutely love it. Baller award to the daddy ball. He's going to show you how daddy ball. I don't have a problem with it at all.